Welcome guys. In this video, I want to talk about is right now a good time to buy a house. Well, these days most realtors are like, now's the best time to ever buy a house in the history of the world. You need to buy a house right now, otherwise you're going to be homeless forever. Man, smash my head. I can't stand when realtors talk like that. And with interest rates hitting 7% this week and talks of a global recession, I don't know if right now is a good time to buy a house. And I don't know if right now is a bad time to buy a house. But what I do know is that long term, a home has always been a great investment for you, both financially and emotionally. So a little bit of my backstory. In 2016, I bought my first home. And I remember back then people are saying, prices are so high, the market's gonna crash, you're never gonna get your money back. Well, it's been 6 years now, and in fact the market hasn't crashed. Prices are up, like doubled, and I'm super glad I stepped out and made that move. With that being said, what's gonna happen next? Well, unfortunately, for you and me, I don't have a crystal ball, and I don't know what's gonna happen next in the market. So this video is not gonna be talking about speculating what might happen, or to instill fear in you that the market's gonna crash. What I am gonna talk about is it the right time in your life to buy a house. So for those of you who are in the market, I believe there are 5 things you wanna have in order to make sure that the timing is right for you to make that move. Let's jump in here. Number 1, you wanna make sure you have a stable job and income. When buying a house, unless paying cash, you're signing up for a 15 to 30 year commitment, and you really want to make sure you're in a stable environment for that. If you're thinking about making a change or starting your own business soon, you might want to pump the brakes and do that first before signing up for this commitment. Number 2, a down payment. You want to have 5% saved up, and ideally 10 to 20%. Yeah, you can get by with 3.5%, but you'll be stuck paying mortgage insurance for the duration of the loan, and it's just like burning money. Trust me, I do it every month and it's not fun. If you're not there yet, don't worry. Just keep saving and it'll come faster than you think. Number 3, an emergency fund. You're gonna wanna make sure you have at least 3 to 6 months of expenses saved up before you make the move. Because when you make the move, stuff always comes up, and it's best to be prepared and not stressed when they do. I remember when my cousin moved into his house, his sump pump broke, flooding his basement. And while insurance covered some of the costs of the damages, he had to pay out of pocket for the new waterproofing system, which was a big expense. So do yourself a favor and have that 3 to 6 months saved up when you make your move. Number 4, and I believe this one's crucial in today's market, is you want to commit to staying in your next house for 7 to 10 years. Prices are really high right now, and who knows what's going to happen next. But over a 10-year period in the US, home prices have always gone up. So if you're thinking about making a move or relocating in a few years, right now might not be the best time for you to buy a house. Commit to staying long term to protect your investment. And finally, number 5, you want to make sure that you have a credit score of at least 650. And with this, the higher the score, the lower the interest rate. So if your score needs some work, don't fall victim to predatory lending. Take a year or 2 and work on bumping that score up. So there you have it, guys. The 5 things you're going to want to have in order to make your next move. So in closing, don't worry about timing the market. Just worry about if it's the right time in your life to make a move. Besides, long term, real estate has always been one of the best investments you can make. And ultimately, as a man of faith, I believe that God's timing is perfect for our lives, even when He wants us to buy a house. So don't live out of fear. Have faith, and it will be better than you can imagine. He will lead you in the right time to a home that is perfect for you. Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to continue the conversation below. Be blessed. Market. You're gonna need a down payment. You're gonna want to need a commit to staying in your new house